Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you along for one of those slow, soul-filling summer days at home. We'll be making apricot jam and canning some away. I will show you my garden. We have a small little thrift haul, and at the end I will be brewing some fresh mint tea straight from the garden. My dad brought these apricots over to us from California. They were very ripe and super juicy and delicious, so I wanted to use them up as quickly as I can, so I decided to make some jam with them. The jam recipe I can link down below if anyone is interested. It's just apricots, sugar, and some lemon juice. I love these kind of weekends where we are not in a hurry to get anywhere. We are just spending time at home and just doing our own little thing. I just love it. Leading up to this weekend was a bit of a busy week, but standing here and stirring this jam and like cleaning these apricots, just doing everything slowly is just like therapy. And I'd love to know, what are you up to this week? What is something simple that brought you joy this week? I'd love to know. Leave me a comment down below. So like I said earlier, this recipe just uses 3 ingredients. It's just the fruit, sugar, and lemon juice. And if it's your first time making this, you're like, how in the world is this gonna turn liquid? But it does. I used my Emersion blender to just kind of help it a little bit. You could chop them up into smaller pieces, or if you like it chunky, you can let it be chunky. But I did use my Emersion blender to help it. But you do not need any sort of liquid in this recipe. You just boil the fruit and it just creates its own liquid. And you let that simmer for a while. Like I said, refer to the recipe. But I also wanted to dry some of the apricots just for future use and like snacking. And so I put these in my oven at the lowest degree your oven will go. And I left these in overnight and they dried up. And now we can snack on them. So that's another way of using up a lot of fruit if you have it. So the jam is all done now, and I'm ready to put it in my little jars. You do have to sterilize your jars before you can do this, and one easy way of doing it is in your dishwasher. I put all my jars in the dishwasher and I washed them in the highest heat, and so the jar has to be still warm while you're putting the jam in it. You don't want to put the hot jam in a cold jar because it will crack. So you do this while it's still warm or almost hot, and then I twist it really good and I flip it upside down, and I'm gonna cover it at the end, cover all the jars with like a few little towels and let them cool off overnight, and then we will check to see which ones sealed properly. I like to save my little jars from either other jams that I've bought from the store, or like this one right now I'm filling was a honey jar that I got, and I like to save any kind of little jars if they're good quality and I like the lids of it. I like to save them for this kind of use so I don't have to buy a lot of new little jars. this is the next morning. We'll see if our jars have sealed properly or not. So if the lid is sucked in and doesn't click, then it's sealed. So that one's sealed. Oh, that one wasn't. That one wasn't. I don't know. I'm not a pro at canning, so I may have to like boil these in like a big pot to seal them properly. This one is not clicking, so I think that one's sealed well. That one seems good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's not. Okay. And if they're not sealed well, they're just not going to be shelf stable for long. So they're going to need to be kept in the fridge. So either I'm going to reboil these, and what I mean by that is you get like a large pot and you put water in there and you stick these in the water and you boil them, and that should seal them. But this one's lid might not be a good one, so we might just have to eat this and keep it in the fridge. But anyway, I'm not a pro. I'm just learning as I go. Yeah, I also have some apricots that have been drying here overnight, so I think they're good. They seem pretty dry, but not crispy dry. They're just, I think they're like edible dry, you know. So this was the next day. It was Sunday. We were having a slow day, and I asked the kids if they wanted to go thrift shopping with me, and it was a good day. We found some fun little finds. My son found this desk and chair. It like opens up from the top, and he loved it and wanted it, and it was super cheap. I figured we can resell it if we don't want it later on. And then my other son found this calculator toy for $2, and it like prints the receipt, and I used to have one as a kid, and that was my favorite thing to play with. So that's what we got from the thrift store this day, and it was a good day. I'm gonna come out here and water my garden, but look at these beautiful flowers. They're echinacеas. I planted them last year, and they take 1 whole year to grow, so they sprouted or flowered this year. And these are my zinnias. They are starting to bloom, but last year they did so much better. These are like super tiny. Last year they were some huge flowers, so I'm not sure if I didn't get the right flowers this year or if all the rain has somehow affected the flowers, but I'm gonna water my garden. And then over here I have my cucumbers. I don't have any fruit yet, but I've got some flowers, and I have some dill here in between, and radishes. And I'm gonna pick some of these radishes because I think they're ready to be picked. And also they are super spicy. I don't know if I just got like, look at that one. It's growing a flower. I don't know if I didn't water them enough, because I know some veggies can be spicy if you don't water them enough, but I don't know. They're super spicy, almost like a horseradish. So I'm gonna pick some of them. I wish I could let the chickens out. They want to come out so bad, but if I let them out, they're going to eat everything that's in my garden, and I just don't want to be sitting out here guarding my garden right now. But I have been picking all my mint. This whole entire area was mint, and I have been drying the leaves and making mint tea out of them, and it's really refreshing. I did not realize I liked mint tea so much. I can show you how I do that when I go inside. But I just have some tomato plants here. Everything else didn't do very good, and I'm just not keeping up with this garden, and I'm just letting the grass grow. And I don't know if I'm going to plant a garden again next year, because it just hasn't been doing very good the last few years. But I have some little tomatoes growing. Here's some on this one. It's just, I don't know, like even last year I only had a few tomatoes on each plant, on each bush, and it's just, I don't know if it's worth it. There's another one right there, and a few down here. So I'm gonna water these and then we'll go inside. I know a lot of you really enjoy the cleaning motivation here on my channel. Those videos do the best for me, so I'm assuming that's what you guys enjoy watching. And I just want to take a moment to shout out my friend on here on YouTube. Her name is Diana's Days. I'll link her account here, but she's got some amazing cleaning motivation. She just posted a new one yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. I always get motivated after watching her videos, so go give her videos a watch if you need some cleaning motivation today.
And there I was with my world falling apart, hoping just to get by, without knowing it I played it by heart, and now I sing, I'm with you.
So here are some of the mints I got from my garden. I washed them and I picked the leaves off, and I laid them on these kitchen towels. They've been here for about 3 days, and they're super dry now. And I'm just gonna put them away in this glass jar, and we'll store them, and I'll just make tea out of them until I am out of it. So I have been enjoying mint tea, so I'm going to store these away and make my own mint tea. And I've been making the tea and just making like a whole batch of it, and then I store it in the fridge in like a jar like this, and then I sip on it, and it's really refreshing and hydrating.
They will never come back again, but I'm happy as can be.
This is how I've been making the mint tea. So I have a French press here. I'm using some of the leaves that I had dried up before. I put just a little bunch of it, just a little handful, and I am gonna pour boiling water on top, and I put like a teaspoon or two in this whole entire batch of sugar just to sweeten up a little bit. If you don't want sugar, you don't need to do that, but I like mine just a little bit sweet. And I let that steep for a little bit, and then you can drink it hot or over ice, and it's really refreshing. Anyway, friends, I'm so glad you spent the day here with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments what's growing in your garden right now. Thanks for being here, friends. Until next time, take care and keep finding joy in the little things. Bye-bye.